Love made us soft. Delusion made us stay. And betrayal made us forget who we were. Let the secrets unravel. She told everyone we were soulmates, but she was dating my brother. Sad. I never thought my heart could ache from a friendship. This wasn't just any friendship, but with her, it was different. We met in the middle of a rainstorm outside a bakery. She offered me the last strawberry tart and smiled like she already knew me. From that day, everything changed. She painted me into her life like I was meant to be there. Told everyone we were soulmates. Not the romantic kind, but something deeper. We were meant to find each other. Whisper. She'd whisper, pinky promising under street lamps, like we were in some kind of dreamy fairy tale. I thought this was the kind of person meant for each other. We'd have sleepovers, write in a shared diary, cry over dumb movies, and plan our futures like they were already linked. She told me secrets, dark ones, that made me promise I'd never leave. And I didn't. I stayed. Even when I saw how obsessed she was with control. With me. She started showing up at my classes, uninvited, wearing my perfume, telling people we shared everything, including thoughts. We're the same person in two bodies, she'd say. And for a while, I believed her. I believed her too, even though I was just hearing the story. Until I walked into my brother's room and found her sitting on his bed, laughing, wearing his hoodie. She didn't flinch. She didn't even look surprised. She just said, "I didn't want to tell you like this, but maybe now you'll understand. He's part of you, so I love him too. I don't even think this girl is okay. How could she say that in her brother?" I froze. My stomach turned. I asked her if this was a joke, if this was one of those weird things she does for attention. But she stood up, walked toward me, and whispered something I'll never forget. "You don't get to keep people all to yourself, even if you think they belong to you." And that was it. She left my house, left the shared diary on my bed, and I swear, I never looked at the color pink the same way again. She was my soft place, my safe dream, and she ripped that comfort from under me. Not with cruelty, but with something worse, delusion, dressed up as love. Would you forgive someone who calls you a soulmate, but loves someone else in secret? I bought her a Labubu for her birthday. Then she blocked me. She told me no one had ever made her feel loved. Not really. Not in that soft, intentional way she always dreamed about. So I tried to be that person. He tried to be that special person for her. That's so romantic. Every morning I sent her a quote about healing. Every night I told her something I admired about her. I remembered all her triggers, all her favorites, all her silly obsessions, especially Labubu. She was obsessed with them. Said they reminded her of the little parts of herself that still believed in magic. She couldn't afford one, though, so I saved for months, skipping lunch, selling old things, doing voiceover gigs late at night. I finally bought her the exact one she wanted, a pink fairy Labubu with glitter wings. He sacrificed so much for her, like this is everyone's dream man. I wrapped it in layers of tissue paper, wrote her a card that said, "To the girl who taught me how to care softly, may this little creature protect your dreams." She opened it. She stared at it for a second too long. Then she burst into tears and hugged me like I'd done something no one ever had. I would have reacted the same. I thought, this is it. This is real. That was her birthday. The next morning I woke up and she had blocked me. On everything. No message, no warning, nothing. I sat in bed, holding my phone like it might be a glitch. I waited. An hour. A day. A week. Eventually, I checked her close friend stories from a second account. I can't believe she really did that, after everything she has done for him. She had posted the Labubu, with the caption, "Manifested by love, protected by light." No mention of me. Then came the part that shattered me. I saw her on FaceTime with another girl, laughing, calling her my person, telling her, "I'm so glad I found you this year," like I never existed. I didn't block her back. I didn't delete her number. I didn't even cry for a while. I just sat there and realized, maybe some people only want love when it's wrapped like a present, not when it shows up in silence, in effort, in months of sacrifice. This is so crazy. She took the love I gave, turned it into aesthetic, and vanished. And all I have left is the tracking number. Have you ever loved someone who disappeared the moment you gave them everything? The friend who stole my diary to become me. I thought she was just shy. The kind of quiet that comes from overthinking, not malice. She always followed me around, eyes wide, always observing. She used to say things like, "You're everything I wish I was. You're so soft, like the world didn't ruin you yet." I used to laugh. I thought it was a compliment. That's a very good compliment from a sweet friend. Her name was Amma. She transferred to our school midterm and we got close fast. She liked the same slow music, the same soft pink aesthetic, the same sad stories with pretty endings, just like what I tell here. She said I made her feel safe. One day she was in my room after school, sitting cross-legged on my bed while I packed for a weekend trip. I told her to stay and watch K-dramas, and I'd be back Sunday. She smiled and said, "Don't worry, your room feels like a dream." I should have known. When I got back, I noticed my diary wasn't where I left it. I always kept it tucked under my pillow, wrapped in my old baby blanket. It was just gone. I asked her casually. She said, "Oh, maybe you misplaced it." I'm sure she took it because she did. You always get lost in your head. I believed her, for a while. But then, little things started happening. People I barely spoke to were suddenly calling me sensitive, or desperate for love. A boy I once secretly wrote about, word for word, quoted one of my diary entries to me like it was something Amma had told him. I confronted her. She didn't deny it. "I'm pretty sure she's lying." She smiled and said, "You don't deserve to be the only one who's loved for being soft." I wanted to know what it felt like to be the main character. Your diary taught me that. I froze. I thought she'd be sorry. But she leaned in and whispered, "Do you know what it feels like to be loved because of your trauma, when it doesn't even belong to you?" She had memorized my thoughts, my wounds, my late-night breakdowns, and she used them to gain sympathy, to gain boys, to gain power. She didn't just steal my diary, she stole my voice, my softness, my story. And when I blocked her, she posted a photo of herself in a pink sweater I once gave her, captioned, "I'm not what happened to me, I'm what I choose to become." This story breaks me, with a Labubu in the background. If someone steals your softness and makes it theirs, who do you become after?